And because it's happening so quickly, it's hard to perceive it. Like paradigmatically, this whole space sits in our like cognitive blind spot. You all know that if you look kind of like right here in your eye, there's literally a blind spot because your eye won't has like a nerve ending that won't let you see what's right there. And we have a blind spot paradigmatically with exponential curves, because on the savannah, there was nothing in our evolutionary heritage that was built to see exponential curves. So this is hitting us in a blind spot evolutionarily where these curves are not intuitive for how we process the world, which is why it's so important that we can package it and try to synthesize it in a way that more people understand the viscerality of where this goes. I want you to notice in this presentation that we have not been talking about chatbots. We're not talking about AI bias and fairness. We're not talking about AI art or deepfakes or automating jobs or AGI apocalypse. We're talking about how a race dynamic between a handful of companies of these new Golem-class AIs are being pushed into the world as fast as possible, right? We have Microsoft that is pushing ChatGPT into its products. We'll get into this more later. And again, until we know how these things are safe, we haven't even solved the misalignment problem with social media. So in this first contact with social media, which we know those harms, going back, if only a relatively simple technology of social media with a relatively small misalignment with society could cause those things, second contact with AI that's not even optimizing for anything particularly, just the capacities and the capabilities that are being embedded and entrenched in society, enable automated exploitation of code and cyber weapons, exponential blackmail and revenge porn, automated fake religions that I can target the extremists in your population and give you automated, perfectly personalized narratives to make the extreme even more Antifa, even more QAnon, whatever thing that happens to land in you. Exponential scams, reality collapse. These are the kinds of things that come from if you just deploy these capacities and these capabilities directly into society.
I just want to highlight one here, and that is Alpha Persuade. So you guys know the general conceit of AlphaGo, which is that you have the AI play itself in Go 44 million times in a couple of hours, and in so doing, it becomes better than any known human player. It turns out a lot of AI is now based on this kind of self-play idea.